But anyway, he started drinking the nutritional drink, and his job, what he does is he sits at the desk all day. He's a manager and does an office job. Well, his legs were filling with fluid by the end of the day. He had a lot of fluid in his legs. Well, a couple of days passed from him drinking the juice, and he came to me and he says, you know what? My legs aren't filled with fluid anymore, from my feet and my ankles. And I said, really, Mikey? And so I got excited, and I started drinking the juice. Well, 20 years ago, I was in a car wreck, and I gained sciatic nerve damage from in my right hip. So for 20 years, y'all, I have not been able to sleep on my right hip. And one day, it was the second day from drinking the nutritional drink, I started noticing that I could sleep on my right hip. And I started, it can't be the juice, not that quick. And so I drank the juice. I got the big bottle where it lasts the 8 days, and I ran out because I didn't place my reorder fast enough. And I noticed when I ran out that I could not sleep on my right hip anymore. Because what it does is it takes all that arthritis from out of your body. And so I ordered my juice again, and lo and behold, I was able to sleep on my right hip.
It was actually really unintentional how I came about in the business. I actually had Mr. Julian Vera, who's a really good friend of mine. One day he decided to, just come over and stay at my place for a little while. And I ran out of coffee. And I decided to drink this little pink, disposable one. And after about 3 weeks, I just started to shrink. And I thought, like, man, I must be doing really good on my diet. I was flexing in the mirror, but he came by and like, hey, where's my coffee? I'm like, what coffee? Like the one that's kind of pink in the cabinet. I'm like, well, you got any more? Because I lost about 15 pounds. So in about 3 weeks, I lost about 15 pounds after consuming the coffee unintentionally. And so he brought me out to the event, and I actually saw it. And they introduced the juice. And as a soldier, I actually was blown up in Afghanistan. And with knee injuries in my left knee and my right shoulder. This is my weapon shoulder right here. And literally almost pulled out of socket. And after drinking the juice for about 6-7 days, the pain started slowly going away. And also because of the pain in my right shoulder, I wasn't able to completely rotate it. So now I can actually fully rotate it and don't no longer hear any kind of clicking because I can actually get on a pull-up bar now. So what does this mean for me? Even let's just say that I never ever, became a partner of SOZO. I will never ever, not consume the product. But unfortunately, I'm going to be a partner, and I'm going to actually give it to my brothers and sisters in arms who's going to be having a whole lot of injuries now that the war is over. So that's my story.
I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm here to tell you that I was diagnosed with cancer about 4 years ago. Actually, this week, 4 years ago. After a couple of extensive surgeries and a bunch of chemo, in last March, my daughter introduced me to the products. She brought me some nutritional drink and some coffee. I started taking it. I was doing chemo at that time. My numbers immediately went down, like 1/3 in the first 2-3 weeks. And I've been taking it since, and I feel great. I have a lot more energy, and I'm a full-time landscaper, so you can imagine I need my energy. So thanks also, thank you all today, and God bless.
Traditional marketing for about 7 years. I was introduced to SOZO by my mentor, Dennis Valarin. He had told me how much it had helped his parents with his diabetes. And my dad not only has cancer, but he also has diabetes and high blood pressure. So we decided to use it on him. And we got an amazing testimony. We don't make any claims. We don't say it cures cancer. We don't say it cures anything, but it does help you. The amount of antioxidant this product has is amazing. Every single one should try it no matter what. Not only that, this is the first time that my family is a network marketing company as a whole. This is something we're doing together. We saw what happened to my family. We saw what was happening to my friends. It was so easy for us to share. I don't know if you know, but having cancer in your family it's I don't know, it distracts the family. It's just bad. Right now, like, I see my dad healthy. I see him healthy. I see him doing well. It really helps our entire family. I'm so glad to have SOZO, and I will share it no matter what.
We were so broke we couldn't pay attention growing up. True story. And I ended up going and playing professional football for 5 years. I was running back and quarterback. I lived in Finland, Poland, Croatia, Spain, and Brazil, and I had a lifestyle that was awesome. I mean, free flights, food, money. It was a blast. Had everything, did everything, lived the dream that you had as a child, and lost it. in practice. I broke my neck. And how many of y'all know when you have something really good and it's taken from you, you have a passion to get it back. See, I was sitting in Waco, Texas. I didn't have the money to buy food for my wife. I had a mentor of mine call me and said, hey man, you gotta come up to Fort Worth and see what I'm doing. He mentioned health insurance and I'm sitting here broken and I needed it. So I said, you know what, let's do it. I made it happen. I didn't have the money to drive up to Fort Worth. I ended up at this gentleman's house. I heard the SOZO story and I had what some might call realization. And for you who don't know what realization is, it's having the ability to comprehend the absolute necessity, take relentless and massive action to capitalize on a rare opportunity that'll only present itself temporarily before it's passed on to a more deserving soul that'll take the necessary action required. Have realization. Thank you.
Morning, my name is Vicky Hugueta. And when I was approached to SOZO, I was so hesitant to join because I've been to a lot of networkings before and I never succeed. So if I join again, nobody will listen to my story again. But actually, I have a dream. You know, my dream is to be financially independent and also to create legacy for my family. So I said, you know, this is the only vehicle in the industry that I can have because I don't have a lot of money to invest in any other business. So I joined the SOZO and I started using the products because before you share the business, you need to believe in the products first. And I found out that this really helped with my medical issues. You know, from 10 medications, it dropped to 3. So I started sharing with different people, with a lot of people, and I able to build a team. And because of that, I able to generate weekly income that I know in less than 5 years, this weekly income will exceed my Social Security income that I worked for 30 years.
Awesome. How's everyone doing today? Great. Awesome. Well, hey, my name's Coy Lee, just so we're not complete strangers. And a little background about myself is, you know, I'm no one special, 21 years old, and going to school right now, a full-time student. But what got me involved in SOZO was that I was a part of other companies before. I've seen other companies where, you know, like Mr. Julian Vera was saying, we literally were selling air. We were selling an idea. And what really captured my attention in SOZO was that there was an actual product. There was a real tangible product that worked and that we could actually give to people and that they could use and it could help people out. And so when I saw the industry, why I got involved in the industry as well was just that I saw a different way to live life. You know, before I was going to school, going into the medical field, and after I saw this industry, that's what really got me from going into the medical field and going into actually business as my major. And so I just really want to thank my mentor, Mr. Julian Vera, for what he's been able to do, what he's been able to help me accomplish so far. And you know, I just want to give it back to my team as well. You know, we have a big organization, a really fast, big organization here in Houston so far, and so I just want to give it back to them for all that they've been doing. And I'll tell you what, just follow the system, be coachable, follow the system, and you will see success in this company. Thank you so much.
Awesome. For the mothers in here, give a tap on your shoulders. You did a great job being here. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from Canada, not originally there. I'm from the Philippines, from a very poor family. Coming here, met my soulmate, my husband, for 18 years, and become a loving wife and a loving mother 4. So I have 4 children, 14, 12, 9, and 3 years old. And all of these kids are becoming my children. Can you be my children? I'm a good mom. I'm a loving mom. So by the way, when I get married, I have a big dream. When I have my first baby, that dream seems too far away. As a mother, if you look at your child and cannot give the things that your child wants, it hurts your heart. Don't you not think, mothers? Now, that is not the dream that I have. So finally, before SOZO, what we're trying to do is we have a big dream, but we have a very small means. We have a very small income. So what happened is we're trying to fit that big dream into our small means. So we're trying to do, like for example, before we dream about like holidays, before we want to go to restaurants. But when we get into restaurant, we look at the menu's price before we can order. So we're trying to fit that dream into that. Anyone? Don't be shy. Can I see? Yeah. So my husband promised me for holidays. Big dreams. We wrote them on the board, we put them, we visualized them. But because of its small means, instead of going to Puerto Vallarta, we end up going to our Puerto backyard. Instead of taking vacation, we always staycation. So those big dreams, trying to fit it in small means is not happening. So when we have our children and I look at them, it seems that they will absolutely, without me doing something different, they will absolutely experience all the poverty experience that I have in the past. And that is my fear. My fear is to lose the hope that I have in my heart looking at the situation that we have. Now, after SOZO, this is what happened. My husband doesn't have nothing to do. I love him to death. I love him to death. We've been married for 18 years. But he trusts me, but he doesn't absolutely believe that I can do something amazing because I have 4 children. I'm a full-time mom, a full-time wife, and a full-time entrepreneur. So, I have so many excuses in this world that cannot make things happen. But things to happen, I need to make them happen with God's help. So what happened is when I take SOZO, I love his, you do know Tim Hortons because that's specifically for Canadians. So we have Tim Hortons in Canada, like your Starbucks. Now what happened is, my husband loves Tim Hortons. And he will go and yell to this machine, "Can I have double, please?" Do you know what that means? Double cream, double sugar. And I said, "What are you yelling about?" I said, "I'm putting my order, placing my order." "Oh, to me, that sounds like double bypass." Why? Double cream, double sugar. Sure enough, we got very high cholesterol and you name it. So, before SOZO, that's what happened, and now this SOZO, he is now absolutely amazing. He tried my coffee, stay healthy. Guess what? 17 years of working in a transport company. I'm doing SOZO for less than 2 years. My husband is less than 50 years old. Have the chance to fire his boss. With SOZO, for young kids, him pulling out from work and fire his boss, have the vision, the hope that we will absolutely make it because we made the decision to take action. I hope that these will add value to you, and we look forward to be working with you and calling you my child.